Season 2 improves on Season 1 in a lot of ways, like there are less boring episodes or filler episodes, the fight scenes have better choreography, and the main villain is a little bit better. But there are also a couple things that Season 2 doesn't do as good as Season 1. For instance, the flashbacks are slightly worse, Laurel is a waste of a character this season, and Felicity goes from being an okay character in Season 1 to a slightly annoying character in Season 2. This season had a lot of really good episodes that stood out from the rest more than Season 1. Like episodes like The Promise, The Scientist, Deathstroke, Seeing Red, Unthinkable, and especially Three Ghosts. Three Ghosts is amazing. Stephen Amell is a much better actor this season compared to Season 1, and he does a much better job as the Arrow. This season did a great job at the overarching story. The season begins with Sebastian Blood and Isabel Rochev, and then as the season progressed, we find out that they were both working for Deathstroke the entire time, and it makes the season so much better. Speaking of Deathstroke, he is an incredible villain. He was actually the best Arrowverse villain until Season 5 of Arrow came out. He was so good. Mano Bennett does an amazing job portraying Slade in the present day and the flashbacks. It was also really cool how we get to see his origin story in the flashbacks. We got to see why he hates Oliver so much, why he's doing what he's doing, and it was done so well, and Mano Bennett was so good. The flashbacks this season were really good, almost as good as Season 1. Ivo and Slade were both great flashback villains, and I really like how the flashbacks connected to the present day more this season. We were introduced to the first version of Black Canary this season in Sarah Lance, and she was probably the worst version. She got a lot better when Legends came out, but in this season, Katie Loss doesn't do a good job. This season does a really good job at giving stories to the supporting characters. Diggle has his Deadshot side story, Moira had her trial and running for mayor, and Thea had to deal with her club and her romance with Roy. But Laurel's side story of being addicted to drugs and drinking got really annoying really quickly. Also, she's just an all-around bitch to everyone, especially Sarah and Oliver. It sucks because Laurel is great in the rest of the seasons, but she wasn't at all in this season. Moira's death scene in episode 20 is very emotional and sad, but it was a death that made the rest of the season better, like the Tommy Merlin death, and unlike the Laurel Lance death in season 4. The season finale of the season, Unthinkable, is good. It's actually really good, but not the best. The Arrow vs. Deathstroke fight scene was amazing in present day and flashbacks, but I don't like how Felicity is basically the one who beat Slade. Plus, this episode was the beginning of Felicity. The introduction of Barry Allen into the universe was done really well. I got so hyped when he got struck by lightning. The first time I saw it, I got so hyped. I had chills. Overall, this season, just like Season 1, is Arrow at its best, with a great overarching story, incredible main villain, and awesome action scenes, and not too much focus on romance, and some stellar side stories. But because of Laurel this season, and sprinkles of Felicity here and there, those two things drag down the season from perfection. I give the season a strong 9.4 out of 10. Anyway, let me know what you thought about the season in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my review of Arrow Season 3.